4, 5 wide down into turn 1, and oh, Paul Longboat is on his roof in the 188. Come on, finish the flip. He could have finished that roll.
Up into the middle of the two brothers.
Brandon Crumby makes it 4 wide for the lead. 4 wide for the lead, and Mike Saratakis spins in 2, keeps going, and oh, we got a schmozzle down the back straightaway. Everybody trying to stay clean.
Almost.
A whole host behind them looking for 7 more, and oh, they get together on the front row. Big trouble back there for Saratakis, DeBoer, and I can't.
Go through corner number 1. It's Pauls, Crosgrove, Erskine, and then 5 cars going at it for 4 spots as Smelzer gets all kinds of sideways and finally loops it around and catches Joe DeBoer.
That was a hard hit for DeBoer and Smelzer. As DeBoer's got a broken left front. Everything there on the 42.
For the second spot as Jensen's still trying to chase down Bazine, who leads lap number 1. Jensen.
Hard flip at turn 1, Tommy. The Crumby 83 just caught the gap and tipped it over. Got knocked around in turn 1 and
the advantage off of turn number 2. Patrick Abramson up to the 3rd spot, and the number 29 machine of Tim Youngblood running in the 4th position, but caution on the speedway. 3 cars around in turns 1 and 2. Did not see what happened there, was watching the panel.
Jibs Action Sports Night, and they're already 3 wide down the back straightaway for the lead, and big trouble out of turn 2. You've got the 79, the 49, the 66, and the 93.
It's at Merrittville. Andy Reichman, no stranger to this division either. Running now in the top 5 with 2 to go for Jeremy Hughes. Chad Smith.
Jump in and let everybody know what's going on with our Gales Cash Blast 25 for the Ministocks here tonight. So they have been lined up. This is your last chance qualifier. The top 18 in points are already locked into the feature. The top 19 to 24 positions, so the last 6 positions in the top 24, 19 to 24, will line up positions 1 to 6 here in this last chance qualifier. Everybody else and anybody new here tonight who's not in the handicapping situation will find themselves in the draw position for their starting spot behind the top 6 in this one. We'll take 10 out of it to make our 28 starters for Gales Cash Blast 25 night, paying $1,500 and $300 to the top 3 positions. I want to thank Gale from Gale's Auto Aftermarket for everything he's done the last 2 weeks and for the last 25 years here at Osh Weekend Speedway. Thank you, Gale, for your support, guys. Hopefully that brings you to it. So this is your last chance qualifier. It'll be 10 laps. We're taking 10 cars, and it's the top 19 to 24 in the points, and everybody else.
05. Back in the 13th starting spot from Dunnville, the 16T of Jason Thompson, and going from 14th from Hamilton, the 93, Andy Reichman. Vincent Pagnotta from St. Catharines in the 13 goes from 15th spot. 16th, Jeremy Cooper out of Hamilton, the 92 junior. Aiden Maynard from Chatham in the 20A starts 17th. 18th, Matt Newell in the 2. And Jeff Ilslager from Linden in the 11E will start in the 19th position. I believe the 6W of Brent Walker may have been put tail in this one. I don't have that officially, but he tried to come out onto the track when the 360s came out, and I believe he may have been sent tail.
Yeah, race director Doug Leonard doesn't like when people fall out of order, do things when they're not supposed to do them. And Cody Somerville in the 517 drops like a rock. Oh, Mike Giberson.
Wow.
Barrel rolling in 3 and 4. The red flag comes out. Clinton Jeffrey immediately on the scene.
To see Mike moving around in there. So that is good news.
You can see the fluids pouring out of that 11 machine as Giberson patiently waits. So conversations being had. They want to talk to the driver, make sure everything is A-okay. That was almost 2 full barrel rolls between 3 and 4 for the pinball. If you're wondering where he got his nickname, it was in maneuvers exactly like that when he used to race a Chevette. I have seen Mike Giberson flip, I don't even know how many times. And some of the times, Greg, you know, I used to do what Clint does. I used to be out on the racetrack chasing accidents. And more than once, I was pretty nervous heading towards an accident at what we were going to find. And every time.
I wasn't counting. I was trying to see who was around. I believe it was Vincent Pagnotta that was right there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's getting out of the car. How about it for the pinball, Mike Giberson?
Oh, and attaboy, Mike gives the wave from the hood of the race car. He remembers how this is done.
Giberson! Mike, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
That looked pretty violent out there. You haven't been over like that in a while.
No, I haven't been over with the Mustang. I had a whole lot more Chevette parts than I got Mustang parts.
Well, you're smiling, buddy. That's a good deal. Good to see you're all right.
Yeah, thank you, Clinton.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, living legend Mike Giberson. Take a walk over to the tow truck. We'll get you back there, pinball.
Cody Somerville had nowhere to go, and just 11 is towed down in the front stretch here. Again, top 10 qualify here, getting ready for tonight's Gales Auto Aftermarket Cash Blast for the HRW Automotive Ministocks. Green flag goes in the air. Schroeder and Crosgrove lead them down into corner one with Tyler LaFontaine in the mix. LaFontaine, former champion here in that 96T. Works into the second position, sets his sights on Schroeder. Schroeder in first, LaFontaine second, then it's Crosgrove. Cooper back there in spot 4, Reichman up to 5th. Down the back stretch, Schroeder continues to lead over LaFontaine. Top 6 have some breathing room. That's Steve Miller in the 79 riding in the 6th position as we've got some debris up in corner number 3. Big chunk of it.
Yeah, what is it?
Is it the hood off of the 13? Vincent Pagnotta, or a piece of. Fairly good sized chunk of metal up there nonetheless up in corner number 3. Now it's not down in the racing groove, but still we see many a driver go up there, so we need to bring out the yellow flag and get that pulled away. Top 10 will transfer to the A main right now. Matt Newell back there in the 2 machine. Pardon me. Aiden Maynard in the green 20A would be the final transfer car. Everyone on back on the outside looking in. I don't know how that restart's going to go. Vincent Pagnotta kind of jumped through the middle of the back of the pack, but we stay green and ready to go with LaFontaine. Now taking the lead from Schroeder going down the back stretch. Crosgrove in 3rd, and then it's side by side with Cooper and Reichman. Jeff Elsliger also in the mix. LaFontaine leads, but Schroeder right there in his tire tracks in the 2nd spot. Behind them, that's where it gets interesting as you've got Cooper, Crosgrove, door to door. Reichman is there, Newell, Pagnotta, Elsliger. And now Jeremy May will come to a stop out on the track. And pulls it just to the inside of corner number 3 out of harm's way. So we stay green, cross flags in the air, 5 in, 5 to go. The HRW Automotive Ministocks. LaFontaine out in front. Schroeder in second. Newell running third. Then it's Cooper, Elslager, fourth and fifth. Sixth is a three-wide battle with Pagnotta, Reichman, Crosgrove. You've also got Walker and Maynard all there in the thick of it.
Greg, I had to ask the question about needing to run a hood because we have seen drivers get disqualified, but our understanding is that is only a rule for the Thunder stocks and not the mini stocks.
Okay, so that answers that. I had someone ask me as well, so good to know the ruling on that with 2 laps left to go. White flag coming out for Tyler LaFontaine. Martin Schroeder, although he got passed, does not let the leader get away. He's right there. Now we've got Maynard, Aiden Maynard around in corner number 2, and the caution flag will come out.
Well, this could get exciting. So yeah, we got some questions by message about whether or not you need to run a hood because we've seen people get black flag for not.
Green flag goes back up in the air. LaFontaine will lead them down the front stretch, and it's getting crazy behind him as 10 spots are all that remain for the E-Main here tonight.
Oh no, we've got one around. One up into the outside wall, one around backwards. The track is still green, checkered flag in the air. LaFontaine, Schroeder, Goodacre going to get in. So is Jason Thompson.
Steve Miller and Vincent Pagnotta involved in that will not transfer, and they were in pretty good spots. Oh, yeah. Vincent Pagnotta goes around as Elslager kind of had nowhere to go and nailed the rear end of his machine. Miller went up the banking.
And we were looking for that down along the infield, fell off. It would be a very heavy cause of our extended here. We got the debris off the track. We're ready to go, guys.
Back live on Old North Racing, powered by Pinty's on MAV TV Canada. Ready to go for the HRW Automotive Mini Stock. Main event, 25 laps, extra distance for them tonight as Gales Auto Aftermarket presents the Cash Blast. The double greens are out, and they fire down the front stretch.
4, 5 wide down into turn 1, and oh, Paul Longboat is on his roof in the 188. Come on, finish the flip. He could have finished that roll and driven away. I'm confident with it. He may still be able to refire that car and take off. No, he can't. There's no left rear. Is that the right rear?
Right rear.
For 2.5 pounds, Paul Longboat was disqualified last week from his feature win. He was hoping for redemption tonight for $1,000 on the line, and he is not going to get it. We have a look again down into turn 1. Contact with Rob Twitchett in the 69. That car bounced. Where did his right rear go? We see that it's gone, but I didn't see it disappear. Let's watch for the right rear of the 188. Okay, there's some spectacular stuff over time here. Paul Longboat's out of the race car, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big round of applause. Clinton Jeffrey is down on the scene.
Well, he's got a lot of things to go. I mean, last week, let's face it, you still ran really good. Let's just step up in case that thing rolls back. We don't get hit by it. You ran really good last week, but 2 pounds, actually it was 3 at the Tech Barn, got you. So I'm sure you ate a couple more cheeseburgers. We're hoping for better things tonight, but no luck.
No luck tonight. I was kind of disappointed about last week, but everything's okay. I just want to let everybody know, my family in the stands, I'm okay. It wasn't nothing. I held on. I'm fine. I'm not hurt. I'm good to go.
All right, good job. He's Paul Longboat, one of our regulars. Had a great run last week. Got it taken away by 3 pounds light over the scales. Was looking to rebound tonight. Rebounded up onto his roof.
Tim Newell back there in row number 2. Rob Twitchett, Cole Hardy, row number 3. Kyle McKenzie gets the double greens back in hand as still 25 laps to go in this one. Complete restart. And look at the run by Trevor Wan as the green flag came out. He got a great run down the front stretch, leads into corner 1. Aiden Nye working the outside line.
Tolton in that number 1 car up into the 3rd spot. Fabio Oliveri with a good start. And look at DeBoer in the number 9 working his way well into the top 10.
Lots of battling going on from 5th on back. Tim DeBoer is where it really starts to get interesting. He's side by side with Rob Twitchett. Got Ryan Hiller, Wade Thorne, and the point leader, Kyle Wirt, right behind him, that white and green machine.
Kyle Wirt having to check up a little bit on the inside. That allows Wade Thorne up high. Ryan Hiller, wow, look at Wade Thorne down into turn 3. He just passed 3 cars going into 3 and 4.
And Ryan Hiller trying to do the exact same thing, but on the outside line. Here he goes around Fabio Oliveri, and on the bottom side, Tim DeBoer. Great action down there. Now Tim DeBoer gets a little bit sideways. The point leader will sneak by him on the inside and bring Tristan De Silva down to the same line as he just made the pass on.
Tristan De Silva in that Let's Landscape Together number 01, a young man from Burlington, Ontario. He is a factor in the points championship, but he's a little bit farther behind Kyle Wirt and the DeBoer family, so he's got some ground to make up. He's got to get ahead of these other drivers, but having a great season.
Oh, Newell into the back of the Want number 19T, and that will stack up 4 cars. Caution flag comes out. Trevor Want, Tim Newell, Fabio Oliveri, and it is Jeremy Cooper, I believe it is, there in the 92, also caught in that melee.
Newell has a very aggressive driving style in that 26 machine. He drove it in there hard. They just got locked up, and the cars behind them had nowhere to go. But if we get a look at the replay, all of the points championship contenders, or I should say,
All North Racing powered by Pinty's, ready to go with the remainder of the HRW Automotive Ministock feature event. 3 laps are on the board, 22 to go in the Gales Auto Aftermarket Cash Blast. Jason Tolton will bring us to the green flag now. Jason Tolton in car number 1, his first time out in front in this feature event. He's got Wade Thorne right behind him. The point leader is right in the thick of it. He's driving that white and green number 19, right there inside the top 5.
the gang is all there, 4 in a row. Kyle Wirt in the 19, Tim DeBoer in the 9, Tristan De Silva in the 0-1, and the 23 of Dusty DeBoer. Those are your top 4 points contenders running in 5th through 8th right now.
Here comes Wade Thorne to the inside of Jason Tolton as they work down the backstretch. Tolton your leader, Thorne your leader. Tolton there in second. Ryan Hiller in that 21H works the outside line of Tolton coming off of corner 4.
Tim DeBoer just had his hands full in that Timson number 9, got all sorts of sideways in 4. He was able to keep it off Kyle Wirt.
Guys, watch the one of Jason Tolton, flat left front on the 3rd place car.
There's another driver that just can't catch a break this year. The Art Hill Memorial winner in the past. Now pieces flying off up in corner 4.
And that is the hood of the Kyle Wirt number 19. There's 2 parts to this story. This is going to have to bring out a yellow as the hood is there in turn 4. Now Kyle Wirt takes that 19 to the pits. You can keep driving without a hood in the Ministock division, but because that was his debris, he would have had to go to the back for this restart. So Kyle Wirt instead ducking into the pits, not sure if he's going to try to get 20. The bad news for Kyle. The good news is there's still 19 laps to go, and if anyone can tear through this field, find a line that nobody else is running and keep his foot to the floor, it's Kyle Wirt.
Back to the green flag. Wade Thorne and Ryan Hiller now make up the front row. As they come to the green flag, Thorne will jump out to the lead. They're 4 wide behind the top 2.
Tristan Da Silva heads to the outside of the racetrack. He's going to make that a battle for the third spot. Out in front, it's Thorne trying to hold off Hiller. Tyler Lafantase in the 96 machine. Not a regular competitor this year at Ohsweken Speedway, but he has all sorts of speed whenever he does show up.
Down into corner number 1, Wade Thorne leads the way over Ryan Hiller. Hiller draws up on his back bumper, couple car lengths back to Tim DeBoer. In spot number 3, he's under fire from Dusty DeBoer and the 96. Tyler Lafantase making a rare appearance here in 2019.
Man, Wade Thorne's car got evil there in turn number 4. Ryan Hiller was trying to dart to the outside of him, and he had to lift for a second because it looked like Thorne was going to charge up the racetrack. That allows Tim DeBoer to start to close that distance along with Tyler Lafantase.
Wade Thorne holds the lead down in corner number 4. Hiller working the outside line, gets the rear end a little sideways on the exit of corner 4, gives up some track position. Now he'll get another good run down in corners 1 and 2 with Tim DeBoer tucked right up on his back bumper.
That Hiller number 21 does some weird things at the exit of turn 4. The car looks like it's twisted right up coming off the corner, but it's plenty fast.
This time gets really wide. Tim DeBoer steps down to the inside line. Trying to get by that 21H. Oh, man, they came close there.
Little bit of contact. Tim DeBoer might have cut down a right front tire, and that Tim's in number 9. He is slow on the backstretch.
Lots of bumps and bobbles out there right now as we see mid-pack. The 88 of Aiden Nye getting a little bit sideways in corner 4, getting racy with a 21. Last week's winner, Jonathan Ayrton, who rides right now back in the 6th spot.
No flat tire on that number 9, but he is way off the pace. He's fallen out of the top 10. He's going to take the hard right turn and take that car into the pits.
So there goes 3rd place in points to the pit area. He will not gain ground on Kyle Wirt, who is still out there. He's making some moves past cars, but not anywhere near contending for a win in this one.
He's just outside of the top 10. He's running in about the 12th position, battling with Cole Hardy in the 7C down the backstretch. But out in front, it's all Wade Thorne as we reach the halfway mark. 13 laps down, 12 laps to go.
Tyler Lafantase sits in the 2nd spot. He's a former champion here at Ohsweken Speedway. He knows how to get it done, and here he is riding right behind Wade Thorne as he's gotten by Ryan Hiller.
I'm going to test this theory. Rob Twitchett is out there not too far behind Kyle Wirt, driving the Cal Tire number 69. He's had a stretch of bad luck this year, contact on the racetrack that has led to cut tires. So his sponsor, Cal Tire, says, listen, I'm happy to sponsor you, but you've got to stop getting flat tires out there. It doesn't look good for business. So Rob Twitchett said, you guys are jinxing me every week. So there, we talked about him positively. Let's see how he does from here on in.
Yeah, he gave me trouble last week. I talked to him before the race, and I said, I feel like this is your night. And he ran up front all night long, and then right towards the end, cut a tire down, had to go to the pits. And heartbreak for Rob Twitchett trying to get that first career win. He's been at this a long time.
And racers are a superstitious bunch. Much like any other athlete, any other sport. But I think in racing, I mean, there were long-time serious superstitions. You would never see green on a race car. You would never see the number 13. Nobody was to eat peanuts in the pits. I don't know where that one came from, Greg.
I wouldn't last long with that one. I love me some peanuts. Wade Thorne out in front as they work by some lap traffic. Thorne, Lafantase, Hiller, and Dusty DeBoer, the top 4. They've broken away from 5th place Tristan Da Silva, and here comes a fight for the lead.
Lafantase with a good run out of 2 as Fabio Oliveri gets together with Newell in the 26. Not sure if that was a thank you from an incident earlier on in this feature race, but what a battle for the lead with 7 laps remaining. Wade Thorne has the spot, but there's 3 drivers right on his tail looking to take it over.
Into corner 3 they go. Lafantase right there. Ryan Hiller hasn't gone away. Now he makes a move to the outside of the 96 car. Dusty DeBoer still within striking distance, trying to reel in the top 3. As there is now 19 laps complete and 6 circuits left to go in this one.
Man, oh man, these are times when Wade Thorne's going to be happy he doesn't have a rear view mirror as LaFantasi and Hiller just going to town in that battle for second. Now here they both come to battle for the lead with Jason Tolton in the one. Big problems right in front of the leaders.
Into corner one they go. Thorne, Hiller, LaFantasi, your top three as they get by Jason Tolton. Still plenty of lap traffic right in front. This time by, it'll be 4 laps left to go for Wade Thorne. Driving that Buckwald Landscaping, number 46.
What a race, what a battle. It is anybody's event here in this top three. Even the top four, Dusty DeBoer in that 23, should something happen to this lead trio. But down the back straightaway again, it's going to be 3 laps remaining this time as Thorne makes a late decision to drive to the inside of Newell. LaFantasi makes contact with the 26.
And that allows Dusty DeBoer to catch LaFantasi. Change for the lead at the front. Hiller led at the line. He's on the outside line of Thorne. Thorne now settles back into the second spot. Lap traffic in front.
2 flags in the air means 2 laps to go this time as Ryan Hiller has taken the lead. Wade Thorne trying to battle back. He's got to take evasive action around the lap traffic.
Good battle for the third spot as well. Dusty DeBoer and Tyler LaFantasi are door to door. But at the front, it's Ryan Hiller looking for his first career win. Wade Thorne right behind him in the second spot. They've worked by all the lap traffic, coming to the white flag.
Wade Thorne cut a really nice turn there in 3 and 4. Closes into within half a car length of Ryan Hiller. Down into turn 1, he'll drive to the bottom.
Side by side at 1 and 2. Thorne goes way up the track. Right up alongside Hiller. They're door to door halfway down the backstretch.
There's $1,000 on the line for the winner. Who's it going to be through 3 and 4? Thorne slides up the track. Contact with Hiller. It's a drag race.
Thorne at the line wins by a nose over Ryan Hiller. And Tyler LaFantasi will cross the line in third. Dusty DeBoer fourth. And Tristan De Silva with another solid outing comes home in fifth.
Unofficially, the margin of victory was 28 thousandths of a second between Wade Thorne and Ryan Hiller, and I am really curious to
down
see.
The track to hold his momentum and ends up in Mr. Transmission victory lane.
In reality, as long as they pass Tech, Thorne just made $1,000. Hiller just made $500. But in the heat of the moment, I'm sure each of
Wade Thorne picks up the drive. You and Ryan Hiller going for what was going to be a dynamic finish here. Talk about your night for us and that final couple of laps.
I told my dad today, I'm like, you know what, I guarantee we're going to be leading on lap 15, and it's not going to be a regular night, and we're going to lose this race. And I mean, with 3 to go there, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to watch this slip away. And I drove it in as hard as I could into one, and I actually bit, and I couldn't believe it.
Talk about that contact on turn 4 when you actually got a piece of Ryan coming to the checkers.
Oh, that was great. I threw it in really hard, and I knew he was going to try and cross me because these things really work well on the bottom when you cross underneath. And, man, like I can't thank everybody enough for this car. I mean, we've had such a terrible month. Blown a motor, ripped the rear end of the car. My dad, my girlfriend, Ken, all our sponsors helped us keep it out here. My buddy borrowed me his car a couple weeks ago. I can't thank everybody enough. We would not be here without them.
All right, where's Gale? Gale, jump in here. Gale's got a hat for you. You got to put that new hat on. Wade, take off the Mr. Transmission hat. And if you wear that hat, Gale's going to get in here and give you that big envelope for $1,000. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Your $1,000 winner, Wade Thorne, tonight picks up the win from Gale's Auto Aftermarket. Biggest first race and a huge payday. How disappointing is that, but you're still smiling?
Well, I mean, I got a smile. It's still a big payday for me, I guess. Not making too much right now. But, yeah, it was awesome racing Wade. He's a really great guy, a great friend. Man, I really wanted to beat him, though.
Talk about that last turn. Coming out of turn 4, he took a shot at you. You guys are wheel to wheel coming down to that line. Take us through it.
Yeah, well, all race was pretty slick up high coming out of 4. Almost looped it a few times, so I knew he was going to throw it under me, so I thought if I could just get under him and get that run off. But did a good job shutting the door. I just smoked him, didn't want to wreck him, but that was good racing.
Good job, Ryan Hiller. Third place over here, Tyler LaFont. Tyler, this place, you're former champion here. This used to be your home track, but you ran very good in a couple appearances here on the Big Money Races. You got to be pleased with your 2019 runs here at Ushweekend.
Oh, yeah, I love racing here. These guys racing door to door every time I come up here and run with these guys, so it's a great time. I love it. I really enjoy it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your top three, Wade Thorne, Ryan Hiller, and Tyler Fontaine. Get it done here on Gales Cash Blast 25.
We race cars here, eh?
Got to get him inside, eh, before the snow starts flying, Hoser.